and welcome back. Well, it has been a gorgeous day across our viewing area. It did get a little hot outside. You can see on our visible satellite imagery that we still have that northerly flow along with us. Clear skies, really just a few high clouds. That was about it. Of course, on off to the east, you see, still Hurricane Dorian, a Category 2 hurricane impacting the East Coast right now. Again, we're not going to feel the impacts of Dorian, but we will talk about its track here in just a minute because even though it's not going to impact our viewing area directly, some folks might have some family out there that they're worrying about, so it's always good to kind of check in with that. Here's our almanac for today. 97 degrees is what we topped out at. 70 degrees was our low, and unfortunately, it's only going to get hotter, especially as we go into the weekend. We could be approaching some records as well, so be prepared for that. Of course, no precipitation today. We're not expecting any rain for a little while at this point. For your Thursday, hot and humid at times. We have a little bit of moisture rolling on through, so we, again, could be a little humid, a little muggy outside. That'll clear on out as we go throughout the day tomorrow, and then once we get into your Friday, all should kind of settle on down, and we'll just have, unfortunately, just plain old heat across the area. Again, tropical rain and wind associated with Dorian well and up to our east. Not really concerned about that. Highs for tonight will be in the mid-90s, or excuse me, not highs for tonight. Highs for tomorrow. That'd be bad for tonight. Tomorrow will be in the mid-90s. Winds out of the north-northwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. Plenty of sunshine, maybe a few high clouds. That would be about it. And here's your heat index values right near 105 degrees. Some places above that. So we're kind of creeping back up there, and unfortunately going into the weekend as well. Again, we're going to be approaching that 110 degree mark. It's going to be a great weekend to get outside and lay by the pool. Just make sure you stay hydrated, of course. Here's some good news across our state. Yeah, we're not really seeing any showers, just one or two little lone showers that moved across the Mississippi River. And that is about it. Of course, the western fringes of Dorian still impacting Georgia, South Carolina, as well as Florida at this point. And going into the weekend, Dorian moving on up to the north, still potentially a Category 1 hurricane. Jet streams far to our north, and we have a high pressure building on it. So again, we're just talking plain old hot. And unfortunately, that's going to stay with us for a while, at least into the first half of next week. Here is that little bit of moisture we're talking about potentially moving on through tomorrow. Dew points could get back up into the 70s for a little while. So again, mugginess will be with us. It'll get on out here, though, eventually. Dry air start to filter back on it along with that high pressure. Dorian, again, I keep pointing it out, still has a fairly symmetrical eye, Category 2 hurricane at this hour. Here is the current track of Dorian, still staying Category 2 all the way up past Virginia right now, potentially making landfall somewhere along the North Carolina coast. And I want to remind you, we're still in the middle of hurricane season. Hurricane season officially doesn't peak until September 12th. So if I zoom on out here, you can see all of the, what all the Hurricane Center has been doing down in Miami. You have just named a tropical storm Gabriel, and then you also have, of course, Dorian. You have Fernand, which is now a tropical depression. You have Juliet. You have another one called 12E. Just a lot going on right now. So, of course, always still be prepared because we don't officially get out of hurricane season until the end of November. So just something to kind of keep note in the back of your brain. Here are the next couple of days. Temperatures will remain in the mid-90s, and I told you it's going to get hotter. Now check out your weekend. It's not looking great overall. We'll be at that century mark, mostly sunny skies, and we're going to stay near 100 degrees as we go into Monday. Finally cooling off a few degrees Tuesday and Wednesday. Still, though, not a lot of relief in sight for the next 7 days.